There we go. YouTube decided that the best time for showing me, like, oh, do you want to try out the new moderation tools, was when I was trying to go live. And
Classic.
I'm like, great, thanks. You know, you could have shown that any time when I was looking at my dashboard, my channel, but no, it had to be when I'm
No.
live. Yay, affiliate anniversary. Now I know what it is.
It's true.
Gonna do something, but anyway. I think we're just gonna get started. We had a bit of an intro cutscene, but I wanted you to see it because it's funny. That's right, I can't change the sound volume, but... Oh, no, I can. It's just sound effects volume. Let's take it down a couple notches. New game.
Remember when menus were fun?
Yeah, right? Remember when games had whimsy?
You smell that salty sea air, Scoob? You know what that means, buddy. Yeah. Seafood! Fried clams! Runa fish! Cracked crabs! Runa salad! Jumbo shrimp! Runa sushi!
All right, you two. Don't forget the real reason we're here.
Lobster bisque!
No, silly. We're here to solve a mystery.
Until we mentioned it like a few months ago, that is the only...
friend
This
Holly
game is
says
the
there's
only time I've
storms going
ever
on
heard
up here in your
anybody
family
mention
home,
lobster
Mystic
bisque.
Manor.
Oh?
And she could
It's not too
really
common.
use our help. Look, there she is now.
So because I just never looked it up, when we saw it, like when we were screen sharing, I was like, oh, that's what lobster
I'm
bisque
so
is.
glad you could make it. Freddy, Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby Doo. Wow, the whole gang. I've heard so much about you. Daphne's kept me up to date on all of your cases, so I figured my mystery would be right up your alley.
Really?
And what mystery is that? It's my uncle, the famous inventor, Professor Alexander Graham. He was just about to unveil some new top-secret invention when he disappeared without.
Shoutouts to
a trace.
the house with the windows
No one
going
saw him leave
crazy.
Mystic Manor, and no one
Yep.
wanted to search the premises.
Don't tell me. Because it's haunted, right?
Yeah, Shaggy. How'd you know?
Because it's always haunted.
It's true.
Jeepers.
It's always haunted.
It's always haunted.
You said it, Daphne. We're not afraid. Right, gang?
Wrong. Yeah. Like me and Scoob have seen this show before. You guys can go poking around scaring up some spooksters, but we're staying right here in the old mystery machine. Only ghost-free environments for us. Rip roastery is the way to be.
Okay, you scaredy cats.
Also, I know
Stay here if
Twitch
you
has
want.
retro achievements in the
Come on,
title,
guys.
but I probably won't be
See you
getting any
later.
because my other file is at 50%. So
You know, Scoob, I could really
probably
go
already
for
have a bunch of those.
Ruby Snacks. You read my mind, pal. Yeah, or maybe
But we'll
my
be playing
stomach.
this on Sunday too.
Yeah.
Well, what do you know? Scooby Snacks. Hey there, Scoob. Wait up. Leave some for me. Something smells wishy here.
But anyway, shoutouts to Sony being a pain in the ass again.
Raggy, wait.
So like, I understand like the through line here, but like,
Well, actually, they do.
on my PS5 they put out new terms and conditions that you have to agree to,
Raggy,
and they signed you out until you
I'm
agreed to them.
alone.
But all that I got as a notification was, please sign in to PSN to continue using network features. And I'm like,
Classic.
Sony, just put out a thing that says, please accept the terms and conditions to continue using PSN. That's not that hard. Just do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm over here freaking out, like, why did it suddenly sign me out? Everything else is working fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we're gonna go in the mansion.
Whoa.
Here's your tutorial area that they don't tell you about. Because I know how to play this game.
Oh, you do? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I might have played it a few times.
That's crazy.
Wahoo!
Dang it. Just out of my reach.
Where I roam!
Kind of get a little bit of everything here. And spin.
Spin.
Of course, if you try to run on slippery stuff, you can get the classic run. Oop, hold on. This needs to be off. No. No. There.
Yes. Quit game.
I mean, I can skip the intro cutscene, so if I had quit game, it wouldn't be too bad.
Whippy!
Yeah, we're not gonna worry about what's holding this in the middle of the air, but, you know.
Oh, there's a little bug. I don't know what kind of bug, but it's
Oh, it's a little helicopter.
a
drone.
little helicopter.
Yeah, dang it.
So there you go.
Alright, one more.
Clearly, because you've played this game like 4 times, you're good at this game, right?
That part's difficult to do. I can just say that. That is just... Unless you're a speedrunner who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nothing peps up a landscape like sharp, pointy branches. Real beauties, ain't they?
It's
Sure said
true.
it.
I love sharp, pointy branches. You know what? I think that's what D&D needs. More sharp, pointy branches for you to throw your players onto.
Yeah, you don't take fall damage, you take brush damage.
Buried treasure.
Stop using the pitfalls. Use the things that launch people up onto trees.
Yeah, we're just gonna overwrite my other file. But yeah, as you can probably tell, I'm still a little congested. I was feeling under the weather the past few days.
Hmm.
Hello? Is anyone out there? I need some help in here.
Rummy.
I'll help you in a second, Holly.
Hello? Whoa. Oh,
Raleigh.
Scooby Doo, I'm so glad you found me. Ugh, it was just awful. As soon as we got inside the mansion, the mastermind appeared. He told us that he is behind my uncle's disappearance. Then he pulled on a lever, these trap doors opened up, and we were all whisked away. Here,
Oh,
take this map.
I didn't expect that one to
It'll
go
help you get
automatically.
around a little easier.
Map.
Map.
Alright, here's a little sneaker. You can keep going to the next room, but you can't keep going past that, so I'm just gonna walk out.
Bet you're wondering where the key is to the gate, huh? Well, so am I. I'm pretty sure it's buried around here somewhere, but you'll need a shovel. Here, take this and get to work.
Power up!
Power up.
Beat it, mutt. You bother me.
Playing the GameCube version, some of the buttons are a little bit switched. So it was definitely like trying to overwrite
Yeah.
muscle memory for this. Yeah.
Ruby
Nailed it.
Snacks.
You did it.
Scooby! Right?
Yeah, flying fish. That's what they mean, right?
Yeah, clearly.
That's ouch!
Rat.
Rats of normal size.
It's true.
Oh,
Rats of unusually normal size.
Give me my sandwich.
ruh-roh, with what? Wah-ha!
Ugh.
Raggy! Hey, Scoob, am I happy to see you? I've been hanging around with that bird for a long time. Like, what's going on? It's wrong.
It's blocked.
It's locked. It sure is. Come on, pal. Let me give you a hand. Or a leg. Throw me up onto that life preserver. Then you can swing from my legs to reach that crate. Okay, Raggy.
Here's the other sneaker you can do sometimes.
Ruby Snacks.
There you go. Sneaker it.
Secret.
They want you to come back with double jump. I don't want to.
What, you don't want to come back in Castlevania?
I mean, I will, but I do appreciate that interaction is there if you are smart enough to try it.
Hang around here.
Yeah.
Get it? Hang around. I'll catch up with you later.
Oh. You know what? Take advantage of the iframes.
I promise.
Also, if you are not smart, like I was growing up, you don't realize that you can just walk back here. And there's more stuff back there.
Ruby.
It's not like a whole new area or anything, but
What do you want from me?
Yeah, there's a dude walking around back there.
Work out all the
Ruby
eggs.
Snacks.
If I did, do you think I'd be a groundskeeper?
I just don't think I ever saw like that entrance. So I was like, how do I get back there? And you cannot jump or run on the tar. Someone really needs to clean up out here. So, okay, so you mentioned last night you ran into this shadow encounter in Baldur's Gate.
I sure did.
What was that from?
Nearly one-shot Asterion. He also failed the save. I think they also rolled pretty high on like damage too,
I'd say
all things considered.
one-shotting Asterion is not exactly the hardest thing to do.
It's true, but we're also level 4 in my playthrough, so he had like 34 HP. He had like 22 damage in one shot. I'm just like, but in the lab that we explored under that hatch in the Blighted Village, there is a trap in front of a locked iron gate. And then you obviously, disarm that. You unlock the door. And then there are like 2 gargoyle statues, which I assume will light you on fire if you don't catch the pressure plate that the book is sitting on. But you disarm the pressure plate. Then you pick up this book. It is the most obviously evil-ass looking book. It is made of skin, and its eyeballs are made of gems. It's got an open, screaming mouth.
I see. Did we just not see it?
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. I'm like, wait, there's this iron gate I don't remember being here when we were down here. Did we like just completely miss it?
I'm not gonna put it past us. Like, of the 2 of us, one of our perception scores is not that high.
It's true.
It's not you.
Yeah, which makes me more confused. I'm like, normally I catch this stuff.
You do. You do, in fact, you are in fact normally the one to catch that stuff. But it is. There's a lot of stuff in this game. So.
Yeah, there is a lot of stuff in this game. So I'm gonna give myself a pass on not catching every secret. I guess not secret room, but like side room in every pseudo dungeon or set piece.
The weather was good enough in game that it actually revealed itself to you this playthrough.
It's true. But you obviously interact with the book. Asterion really wants the book for some reason.
Because
but
he's
I didn't
evil.
give him the time of day.
Also, we glanced over it. You can't do anything in the Fisherman's Wharf area because you need to be able to jump and run on tar. And we can't do that. So, we are here.
Yeah, checks out.
Anyway. Asterion, what of the book?
So the cutscene like ends if you drop the book, which you don't actually drop the book. You just put it away in your inventory, which is counterintuitive to what the dialogue choice was. Because I was sitting there looking in that room, I'm like, "Where's the book?" And then I checked my inventory. I'm like, "Oh, it's in my inventory."
Where's the book? I dropped it.
Yeah. But I think there's like another option to like open the book or something. Or like leave or something. I don't know. I don't remember the options. But I'm just like, yeah, probably don't open the evil book.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
So I'll save that for a second playthrough. I'm like really, fucking with things and seeing what bad stuff you can get into.
Trying getting a cough drop.
Cough drop.
You can feel the itch in the back of my throat, and I'm just like, it's just preemptive.
Yummers. What flavor?
Menthol flavor, it's great. Because my Dollar General didn't have any actual flavors. Alright, I got in cherry, because cherry's not that bad.
Yeah.
But I think the flavors actually do different stuff, so. Anyway, you want to see the only missable thing in this game?
Sure.
I'm talking to this guy. There you go. It's the only missable power-up.
There it is.
Because you can get an upgraded version later. I don't really know what the difference is, but if you leave this area or go too far, I don't remember what the trigger is, but he does not show up back there again. Not that it really matters for like a casual playthrough, because like you can't use both of them. You only get the upgraded one from later.
You know.
I wonder if I can cheat my way up here.
Buried treasure.
Sometimes I can manage it. Oh, I had it.
Come on, geometry. We did it.
There's a little spider web you can jump on between those trees, so.
Mhm. Yeah, but the shadows come from the book because you can drop the book on the ground and obviously, attack it. And it is immune to, I think, everything except radiance.
Oof.
Which I'm like, interesting.
Interessante.
So I'm like, you know what? Sure, because I want to bust open this book. I want to crush it. I'm going to cast my Charm Divinity or Divine Favor or something, give myself radiant damage, and the book only has like 2 HP because it's a book.
Because it's a book.
Because it's a book. Checks out. So then I think it dealt like 4 damage, which obviously kills it. So then suddenly it disappears. And in its place, there's just a cloud of darkness. And then, obviously, because some of the party members are stuck in the cloud of darkness, they get the blinded condition. And then suddenly, something else happens, and I think 3 things kind of shoot out of the darkness, and then boom, suddenly initiative is rolled. And these shadows come up, and they start attacking Asterion. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Oh, he coming.
Hey, Scoob! Better hop on quick! This thing has a mind of its own! Okay, Shaggy.
It's a good thing it decided to stop.
Yeah, right?
Jump, Scoob! Ruby snacks!
And yes, the ground does hurt you, but it doesn't instant kill you.
Jump, Scoob!
Oh.
Back on, Scoob! Right?
And my guy really needs to keep both hands on the wheel.
He's doing great.
Wahoo! Ruby snacks! Right? Oh.
Bye, Scarecrow.
Jump, Scoob!
Become a scared shish kebab.
No. Yeah. Okay.
You did it.
Got it. Nailed it.
Proud of you.
Come on, Scoob. Let's get going.
Your greed sickens me.
It's a warp gate. This thing's out of control, pal. If you need me, I'll be back at the start. Wahoo!
There he go.
Wahoo!
Wahoo!
Oh yeah, did you listen to the comfy in music I hit you with yesterday?
Yes. It's good.
It's like, I know, you know, who could have thought that the theme labeled in music would be really good, but like, you know.
Yeah.
It's just kind of really good in music. I will say the one thing that bugs me about Hollow Realization's soundtrack is the composer put the damn leitmotif in every single track in the game. It is in every one, and I am not kidding. And I'm like, I get it. You really like this little bit. But, like, not everything needs it.
You sure?
Granted, unless you, like, listen to, like, all the themes, you're not gonna really realize it, but...
Yeah. I mean, if you play the game all the way through, you're gonna eventually realize it.
Yeah.
Because you will be hearing mostly everything.
I still need to go back and beat the DLC on that game. It got really grindy. I meant to jump on the rat, but alright. Yeah.
No, clearly you're just setting up for a death warp. It's okay. I believe in you.
Wow, no drops. Okay. I see how it is.
Ruby snacks. Rats.
Hello, hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome.
Sandwich.
Rummy.
That was really close, actually.
It's a warp gate. It's a werewolf. Buried treasure.
I mean, that sandwich. How's the Scoober going? It's going pretty good. I haven't died yet.
Aim before the branch just kills you.
Well, it'll knock me into the pit, which will kill me. So, I was waiting for it. As I run into the branch immediately.
Rummy.
You can see a little future sneaky peek at a thing up there.
It's a werewolf.
Soon we will have a tool for dealing with enemies. We're taking a break from a break from Baldur's Gate 3 to play some Scoober.
Buried treasure.
I think mostly because I need to take my PS5 in, but I'm being stubborn. I want to platinum my game before I do it. Whoop! Nice try, game. I know your
You
tricks.
could have made that cycle.
Not and get the stupid snacks at the same time.
Part 3.
I'm gonna grab this warp gate right here. I've had playthroughs where I don't grab this and leave, and it's really annoying to come back here.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, I whiffed that completely.
So I just remembered, because it's like I mentioned, before when I was looking at your list of gamos and stuff, and I remembered, a game from my childhood, at least my high school years.
Uh-huh.
Would you want to try to play one of the Shaman King Metroidvanias?
Do I have it on the list?
I would have to double check that.
Since I wouldn't... Anything that I grabbed and is on my list, I would not be opposed to playing. And that is mostly also... It is also semi-limited to what that place had when I grabbed everything, so...
Yeah.
Obviously, if that place didn't have it, I couldn't grab it. I would not be opposed to it, though, if I don't have it on the list.
Let me double check.
It's all separated by system, and you can control F. So... And as far as I am aware, the Japanese title for Shaman King is still Shaman King, so...
Yeah. I'm gonna take a look.
Hi in the YouTube chat.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
I'll call you GC.
GBA. Control F.
There it is.
Yes, I believe it's Master of Spirits. Let me double check on Google to see if it's correct.
Yes, if whenever I end up taking
I'm
my
pretty
PS5,
sure.
this game isn't gonna take too long, so we can put another one.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure because the other two games that are listed there are the, like, pseudo Pokemon games of, like, they have their own, like, creature catcher kind of JRPG stuff with it of, like, here's, like, a JRPG, style game, and you capture spirits in... I don't remember what the thing actually is, but it's like, a little totem or something, like a little religious totem. And you catch, the spirits in those, and it functions just like a Pokemon game of, like, you can get them in wild encounters. Actually, no, it's more of Persona, actually, yeah, because you can fuse the spirits into stronger spirits that are, different. Or, in the case of Aminimaru being, the main spirit that, has, you can only fuse spirits into him to make him stronger. So, yeah, so it's more Persona-y than Pokemon, actually, now that I think about it. Which isn't bad.
No.
But it's like one of those games of, like, yeah, it has, like, this weird difficulty curve, and some of the puzzles are kind of annoying, but that was also me trying to solve puzzles when I don't like puzzles when I was, like, 17.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, 5. When I was 17.
Baby.
And I think it only had like 6 zones. It was really small.
It's also a GBA game, so
It's true.
at one point I need to bust out the GBA Crash Bandicoot game that I have that like seemingly nobody knows exists. Because I've brought it up to people who played a bunch of Crash and like I didn't even know this game existed.
Also, it is Master of Spirits.
Nice.
Right! It's the Headless Spectre!
So it was definitely one of those games that I was going to like eventually like go back to on an emulation and be like, yeah, how does this game hold up now that I haven't played it for like 10, 15 years?
Yo, what's up, Akira?
Hello.
First try, let's go! That's really difficult to get. It just likes being a pain.
Yeah, but the GBA had a lot of games, a lot of good stuff.
GBA did in fact have a lot of games.
Also for better or for worse.
Yeah.
Looking at you, 240p scrunchy sound bitty movies and or anime episodes on the GBA cartridge.
I've got a couple of those movies. I want to watch it for the experience.
Right! It's the Headless Spectre!
Make sure I don't miss anything over here. This corner.
Movie snacks! Right!
And I will note for Master of Spirits, there's like one zone. It's going to be really frustrating.
You know what? I feel like that comes with the territory.
It's true. There's usually one really shitty zone in every like Metroidvania.
And it does not matter what era your Metroidvania comes out in. There is just one zone that is frustrating.
I'm going off my memory here, but if memory serves correct, the reason why this zone was really awful is because I think most of the enemies were small, so you had to like use duck strikes.
Oh,
or most of the time, and pairing that with moving conveyors.
oh,
So you had
no.
yeah, so you had conveyors that were either going against you or with you. So you would not necessarily always know that there's an enemy further down the conveyor or something. I don't know.
So unless you just
and I think
knew.
Yeah. I don't think that kind of gotcha came up very often, but I think also the enemy drop rate was really bad in that zone. So trying to get like health pickups or like stuff was like kind of atrocious.
Oh my gosh, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
As soon as you were like, yeah, you have to use duck strikes, it's like, oh no, this is already bad. There's more?
Yeah. But again, that's just if memory serves. I just know the conveyors are really frustrating at the very least.
I think conveyors in any game are kind of frustrating.
Rats!
Or that can be.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the reason I don't like them. It's like, even if they're not, like, frustrating in and of themselves...
It's Geronimo!
I can't believe I missed you, but alright. even if they're not, like, they don't do anything frustrating, it's like, if you have to backtrack, you are still fighting against the conveyor, and it's annoying.
And I think it's like one of those like games with a conveyor where it's like you don't have like you lose basically all your momentum jumping. So it's like normally
yeah.
with any other game, you would, jump off a conveyor and you'd be able to jump forward. I think your jump was cut in half when you tried to jump forward.
Gross.
Yeah. So it's like you can't even like cheese it like you can with normal conveyors in other games. So you're just kind of stuck running forward for an extra period of time.
It's a snack box somewhere. I'll figure it out later. I would like to see if we can get to the first boss today.
Mhm.
Yeah, I will tell you, this is not a very long game.
Yeah.
We were just wanting to, like, I'm gonna play it and beat it. Not a very long game. Obviously a bit longer if you want to 100% it, but... I thought about, at some point, like, if I really am stuck for something to do, could try and do challenge runs of this where I go, yeah, let's see if I can do this damageless. There's one boss that prevents me from wanting to do that. We'll see him on Sunday.
Right? It's a werewolf!
Hold on one second. Perfect. Okay.
You did it.
No, never mind. Hold on. Bleh.
You didn't do it.
I apologize if I ever forget to mute and blow my nose. But I've been doing my best when talking with people, but
Yeah.
I've forgotten at least a couple times. I know that for sure.
Creepers! It's the creeper! Whoa! Help!
Love him running against. You're clearly supposed to run in immediately, and the game is not. It's not ready for it.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to child me not knowing the football helmet would kill enemies, so I tried to get all of these keys on the slippery floor while avoiding the creeper. Think there's anything up here? Nope.
No, they're not killed. They're just sent to the Shadow Realm. Or backstage.
It's the headless specter!
Yeah, off stage.
Ruby snacks! Right?
Spider definitely dead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got him.
Spiders aren't real.
Right?
Did I just miss one? I don't think I
It's the
did.
headless specter!
Well, I can't get back now, so.
Ruby snacks!
Let me get these.
Right?
Yep, right there.
Right?
Did in fact miss one.
Wahoo!
I nailed it.
You did it.
I in fact did it.
Proud of you.
Well, we wanted to go back down anyway. There we go.
I roam! There, a monster token. Whippy! Wahoo! Wahoo! Wahoo!
Sneezed. There we go.
Sneeps.
I barely felt that one in time.
Whoa! Ruby snacks.
It's okay. Just casually sneeze your brains out onto your mic. It's okay.
Yeah, me do that.
Yep.
Sneeze my soul out through my face. That's reverence for us. Some things are for us.
What? Yep. What is a soul but a miserable pile of sneeze guts? I don't know.
There was an attempt.
Look, sometimes you change up the ingredients and it doesn't work out.
Alright, here's my bane, apparently. This little chandelier.
Oh, what am I doing in this video game?
Hello, Valorith. I hate
Hello.
depth perception in this is terrible.
Ah, yes, Scooby Doo, my arch nemesis. What?
Alright, it's not that funny. Come on, Brain. It's just the Bane voice. I've come to give you a minus D4 on your attacks and saving throws.
What's this? You failed your charisma saving throw. Get a minus D4 penalty to your attack rolls and saving throws. Take that, Scooby Doo.
That's all I'm like, it's not that funny, but I couldn't stop laughing.
You are the funniest person you know.
It's true. There we go. Nailed it.
You did it.
Scooby!
Where can you stick the landing?
Ruby snacks.
Nope. I don't know what it did to my jump there. It like ate it.
Yum, 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 yum. Eat jump like peanut butter.
It's true.
Rummy.
Dachitrue.png. Actually, you know what I should probably do? It
Jump off.
Well, watch it eat might do something with my jump. It didn't eat it that time. It just did something weird. I need to put this poll in chat. Now, this is for way down the line. Let me grab it real quick. But we've got Baldur's Gate 3 lined up. Then we've got Disgaea 5. But after that, I want to do another... another little mini retrospective, but I want to let people vote on which one they want to see. Gotta type it out. We just did Dragon Quest, and I've got more games to play, but I need a break. I will post this, and then I can pin it. Manually unpin after end of turn. I'll post this.
Until Dragon Quest 12 is going to be shown off at Tokyo Game Show, and it'll come out in November, December.
End message. There we go.
You did it.
I will say, just for funsies, the Bionicle retrospective will include like the Flash games that were like online and stuff. I found a place that has it. I can just download them. All right.
You wouldn't download a game, would you?
You wouldn't download a game, he says, going to the PlayStation Store.
You wouldn't download a thing you can't own, right?
Oh, I can't. Okay, hold on. You saw that, right? That's weird jump.
Yeah.
Hello, Mo. Scoober's been going pretty well. Don't forget the two over the carpets. I'm coming back here because we got a couple over like that ghost that we can't get right now.
With the iframes.
Yeah, we just can't get it. Like, there's no carpets nearby for us to jump that high. We need a different power. Well, the ones on the carpets you can, but there's one further back down the hallway you can't get yet. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna worry about it this playthrough. I don't know why I tried to jump over you. Just bonk into you and be okay.
Ruby sacks. It's a warp day.
Used to speedrun tech? That's fair. I think I've only watched the one speedrun of this, and I don't think I've watched 100%. What was that?
That was just stretching.
Okay. I thought so, but... I played through this
No,
game.
that is my objection sound.
Whippy! Ruby sacks.
Yeah, I played through this game twice as a kid, and like twice recently. Or semi-recently.
Whippy!
If I ever find time for it again, there's a archipelago randomizer for this.
Oh no! It's a Robbie!
I played it a little bit when it was like first released, and I haven't played it since. I haven't done many randomizers because I've been playing a lot of games casually.
Wahoo!
Like a Persona 3 consumed my last like
It's a Robbie!
2 months. Yeah, Isaac confirmed for Ace Attorney 7. That game that's definitely real. Trust, guys, they're making it.
Scooby!
Yeah, clearly the game would be better if the protagonist of the next game just groaned like a tree to object.
It's sure to catch the attention of the whole courtroom.
It's true. So clearly I'm not, because I would have broken my NDA.
You can't break an NDA in a game that doesn't exist.
You sure about that? The voice actor Yakuza will come into my house and break my legs. They'll end my career.
Oh no, they're gonna have to send you to the glue factory if they break your legs. The voice actor glue factory.
Yeah, notoriously known. Oh, I can be with my favorite Uma Musumes.
I still think the silliest thing I've seen since Uma came out was just a picture of a regular horse, but with an Elmer's glue horse cap.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna cap out on Snackos.
Nah, it goes to 4 digits.
Oh.
There's no danger of capping out.
Oh no, you're gonna cap out.
More like crash out. Watch this. Get ready for Scooby Doo racing coming 2027.
Oh no, it's a Robbie. Robbie, right?
That's true, this game is a classic.
It still holds up. It controls pretty well. There's just a little bit of PS2 jank. That's pretty, and that's really just with like collision for models. That's really it.
That's most PS2 games, honestly.
Yeah, but like control wise, and I don't feel too much jank with controls.
Look, like the Jack and Daxter games. Those are good, but they also have some jank.
I just feel like once we hit like PS2, a lot of games just felt better.
Mhm.
Thanks for chasing off those bats, Scoob. Let's get out of here. I'm with you, pal, but the door's up there. Come on, Scoob. I can toss you up.
The bats are like, oh no, we have an even match. There are 2 of them and 2 of us. Get out of here.
Let's scram. Scree.
Edge bassoon for Twitch.
It's true. Edge in 2 minutes 51 seconds.
Scooby!
There we go. Gotta get this other one.
Scooby!
There we go.
Whoa. Hey, don't forget about me, Scoob.
I'm avoiding some snacks specifically because I don't want to get that soap thing, because I don't think it counts if you pick it up early. Unsure about that, and I don't really want to test it. Not that it matters anyway, but
Looks like I'll be cooling
you don't
my
really
heels
use
around
enough
here.
to worry about it after a little bit.
Yeah.
Into the chest.
Into Chesto.
Right? Right on. It's a Robbie.
Goodbye, bats.
Creepers! It's the creeper! Ruby snacks!
Did you check out the trailer for the new Splatoon game?
Nope.
Ruby! Where I roam!
Look snutty. Which honestly, like, that's kind of what I'm hoping with, like, Wind and Waves, when that, you know, obviously eventually comes out, is, you know, because the new Splatoon game is going to be single player focus, you know, no multiplayer, and, you know, how crazy Splatoon is getting, it's just like, oh man, like, if Wind and Waves gets at least half as snutty as this, we're in for a good time. Oh, so close.
Yeah, I was trying to cheese it a little bit.
Fondue.
Queso.
Edge, but now.
Edge. Whenever Twitch wants to start it.
Edge decided by Twitch.
It's a warp gate.
Hey, look at that, you're no longer capped.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Thanks, Final Fantasy XIV Weekly Reset on Tuesday at like 9 a.m. It's
Hat.
This is definitely one of those ones I question what they were doing when they made the level. It's like, how are you supposed to do this without taking damage? You'll see what
Yeah.
I mean in a second. Or in a bit. Because we're going to avoid it. There's a couple other instances as well, but...
Scooby! Movie snacks! Woohoo!
Oh no, falling damage.
Yeah, falling damage.
Creepers! It's the creeper!
Yeah, I fall into the creeper.
Rubbish.
Yeah, just learn the cycles. Easy. Just learn the global timer, idiot.
Roll the gargoyle!
Whoa, I've never seen him do that before. That's never happened before. Dude. Normally I have to get him to like normally have to get him to like throw a fireball and like inch himself forward each time he throws a fireball just to jump on the platform. Anyway, now we can do this.
Creepers! It's the creeper!
Got him.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, I straight up did not know they could move farther than like a centimeter at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some more snacks over here that I missed.
Gonna go to the bathroom quick.
You got 10 seconds, go. Well, good to know it's possible. I wish I knew how I did it. I think it was just good timing. Well, you can flip it and analyze it as much as you want. If I can figure out how to do that, if I want to do damage cleanse, I'll be in business. Another way to get up there without them is it speed tech?
Rummy.
Or am I just not knowing something else? Use the helmet off the trampoline? Huh. Interesting. Out of my way, bat. I'll have to try it.
Ruby sack.
If I can find a trampoline, I'll try it. Oh, that's all user error, baby, right there. Gotta concentrate navigating these platforms. There we go. Use an area we definitely can't do all of yet. Just a couple, but it's fine because I have to go back up.
Rummy. Ruby snacks.
PS2 jank, let's go. That hitbox was slightly too high.
Rummy.
I'll come back and get that last one.
Ruby snacks.
I'm not worried about missing a few snacks here or there.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Right.
You know what's weird? I can get used to the camera in this game, but like my complaint about DMC1 was I hated the camera positions, and I'm like, these might honestly be worse than the ones in DMC1, so I feel like I could just get used to it. Honestly, my complaint with DMC1 is I hate the spider boss.
Yeah.
I hate doing it.
Look, as long as anything doesn't get to DMC2 levels, I think we're fine.
Was the camera angles bad in DMC2?
Never played it. I just know the boss design is absolutely atrocious, and the gameplay kind of sucks.
Right. It's the headless specter. Right.
So I think that's all you did in DMC2 was just shoot your gun.
Ruby
It
snacks.
was
That
the
was
most
the only way
optimal.
to. Yeah, it was the most optimal shoot gun.
Eh. Okay.
Don't play it like an action game. Play it like a third-person shooter.
Eh. Dang it. Use the D-pad for this.
I mean, D-pad strats.
No, that one's all me, baby. Walked right off. No jank there. So speaking of, okay, well, I gotta jump back on here. So, speaking of silly, last night, me and my static and 14 were farming EX1, which is really easy, but like we were not having good luck with the wing drops for the mount.
Right.
So obviously when that happens, people make the joke, it's like, okay, well, we clearly need to sacrifice somebody, right? So I was playing Samurai, and I'm like, yeah, I should just accidentally backstep off the edge of the arena, right?
It's true.
So the Mountain Fire Tank Buster was going off in the next run. And both me and one of our static mates just thought the mechanic was done. And no, there was one more iteration. So the cleave hits us, and we both just die. And that's when we get our first wing drop on that run.
Excellent.
So I put in the chat afterwards, so I know what I said, but that's pure, unadulterated, 100% stupid.
I'm looking forward to whatever totem drops they're planning.
The theory I've seen is that they're just going to put it in the currency tab.
Rummy.
That they're not really going to change the system too much, but like, you know what? They do knock themselves out. My only issue with the current totem system is not everything gives 2 totems, and that's dumb.
Yeah.
Sorry, these fights are good. They're not do it 99 times good.
Yeah. So I thought that's what, they were going to change is like the system and, not necessarily entirely, but at least a slight rework to it. So that way maybe, we wouldn't have to do a fight 99 times.
Well, if you give 2 totems per, you only have to do it 50.
It's true. But even then, it's like you shouldn't have to do a fight 50 times.
Nope, I gotta wait for it to come up first, then I get to it.
Right! It's the Headless Spectre!
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a man.
Oh, I got it on the 3rd hit. Can't get those because you just do that. Slide down.
Yeah.
Here's some of that PS2 jank here.
Num, 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 num.
Some of these, it's a little tricky to jump past.
Right! It's the Headless Spectre!
I just jumped down there. That was a different area. One moment.
That was longer than 1 moment. You lied to me.
Dos momentos. I don't know how you say it in Spanish. Choto a minute.
Choto a minute.
Rummy!
Is Shaman King on Crunchyroll?
Unsure.
I'll be watching One Piece for like the next million years, but
Right!
I'm pretty sure the new one, like the reboot, isn't on Crunchyroll.
Rummy!
But I'm unsure of the original.
which ones were fun with? You might be a little bit behind. Nope. Okay. I'll do it the boring way.
I got login on my phone.
Oh,
Ruby's hat!
yeah. I'm gonna type in chat.
Yeah, clearly, tell Verith in the future that they're behind. Don't worry, he'll catch up in like 30, 45 minutes.
Just like wonder why I'm not responding to, and just like in 30 minutes, it's like, oh, really? He might be a bunch behind. That would be awkward. I blame Twitch. It's true.
Geronimo.
What? But Twitch is flawless.
What's the topic now? We were looking to see if Shaman King was on Crunchyroll.
No, I do not believe so.
Dang.
Because he got the top results of Demon King Daimao, King of Thorn, and the Demon King's daughter is too kind. So that's all you got.
Ruby snacks.
Sailing. Shoutouts to Geronimo Season 2.
Yep.
Literally not available on official streaming services anywhere. They wonder why people go sailing. It's true. We're almost at the first boss.
It's a warp day.
I'm gonna double check. I won't be able to see Twitch chat for a second. I'm gonna see if what achievements I have on. Do I have to sign in again? I do. Scooby-Doo, nice. 100 fights. Soup. Okay, I do have this achievement.
So, I think the only place to stream the 2001 Shaman King is, I think, Pluto TV, and it only has the Spanish dub.
Incredible. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's you gotta put the hat on for this one.
Ah, the infamous Scooby Doo. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the mastermind.
Boom,
I'm
boom.
the reason you're here.
You are?
I'm the one who made Professor Graham disappear.
You did?
I'm also the one who's brought back all of your old foes.
But why?
That is a mystery you will never solve. And one more thing. I'm the one who's kidnapped all your friends.
Relma!
Scooby Doo!
See if you can get past this fiendish fright. You remember the Black Knight?
Relma! He disappeared!
We'll worry about that later, Scooby. Watch out! It's the Black Knight!
Oh no!
A lot coming. But why would you release them? Because I'm evil. Duh.
Come over here. Come over here.
No.
I didn't even know there was a remake of in 2021 for it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah, the original. Because that actually, has everything because it was the original. I didn't hear that the reboots was super well received. I think from what I heard, it was like okay. Come on, Scoochie. A scooch. 2 axes.
It's got 3. There we go.
Rules of 3.
4. I did him 4 times.
No.
That's what.
Rules of 3.
That was the hard part. Is like it has to go all the way over to the corner, and his AI does not want him to.
My glasses! Help me look for them, Scooby.
That's why
Okay.
Something
I tend to
fishy's
try
going
and
on
make
here,
it
Scooby.
do
We
that one
solved
first.
The mystery of the Black Knight ages
Mhm.
ago. Have you found any clues?
I don't know. There was a spooky groundskeeper.
A spooky groundskeeper?
Yeah, and ghosts and monsters.
Scooby-Doo, you know there's no such thing as monsters and ghosts. Remember the first time we met the Black Knight? We thought he was a monster, but really he was just a guy in a mask. Aha! I found him! Jinkies, the lenses got knocked out.
Here's some lenses, Velma.
Thanks, Scooby. I can't see a thing without these. Jinkies, Scooby, it's the Creeper!
The creeper? Where?
He's everywhere! Run, Scooby!
Velma, wait! I don't see any creeper.
Why, hello there.
Hello.
Well,
Professor Alexander
Hello.
Graham. Okay, and you found one of my amazing invention crates. Let's see now. What's in this one? Here we go. Well, inside this box, you should either find my automated herring scraper or my anti-stick galoshes. Oh, looks like it's the galoshes. With these, you can walk across any sticky surface and not get stuck. And best of all, they're banana flavored. Oh, banana. My favorite.
These
Weird.
might be useful.
don't worry about it. Like sometimes you have to do things for you.
Rummy.
Sometimes you
What is there like a yellow raincoat that goes along with it, and it's also banana flavored?
Right. It's the headless
No, it's chocolate
horseman.
flavored.
Table flip. What's the point?
It's a warp gate.
Well, you gotta have chocolate and banana. I know one of these crates has some stacks in it, but another one has like the gum power up. Anyway, booties.
Boodle.
Also, it is really hard to see, but I believe for like a split second when you double jump, you can see the springs on Scooby. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is the one thing that I don't like about this game. You have to follow the track of the map. If there is not a line connecting the two X's, you cannot mouse over to it.
Weird.
It is the only thing that I am like, I wish they would have done this differently.
It's a warp
So I can't do that because we can't, like, smash down. But I can go down here.
And it's also so funny how hard Crunchyroll is pushing the slime, season and movie.
Yeah, it's really funny. You've watched an anime. We think you might like the new Reincarnated as a Slime movie?
Because I think, like, I saw, like, in the app, like, in the corner, there's, like, one of those, like, interactive little buttons, but it's, like, shaped as, like, Rimuru as the slime.
That's incredible. So when's the movie coming out? I think it's going to theaters. I need to see if it's coming near me.
Shrug.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, speaking of doing something for me, need to do something for me. I got a lot of stuff I'm working on. It would be nice to just be like, yeah, I can just... It's for me.
As a treat.
As a treat. Speaking of conveyor belts...
Yeah.
Nailed it.
You did it.
Alright. Gonna wind up. Get a little bit of wind up. Incredible. Okay, that may not be the best one to do it on, but that's really funny.
Yeah. Roketo.
Where I roll.
Oh yeah, no, could you get that extra platform up there? Hold on, let's see if we can get it.
Where I roll.
Yeah, let's go.
Nice. Easy. Knife goes in, guts come out. Knife goes in, guts come out.
Is that from the Simpsons episode?
Yep.
I don't know if it's in like the English version, but isn't that the
No,
part
it's not.
in this? No, the Spanish one. It was really like, yeah, put something else on, like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think in English it was anything like, put Dragon Ball Z on, but that's incredible.
Ruby snacks.
I hate this. Put on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I know just enough Spanish to like get the joke. Anyway, there's your promo for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 H1000. There you go.
Yep.
I'm hoping
No, it's
the
clearly
game's like this.
Xenoblade 3.
Yeah, the game that's already out.
Yeah, the game that's already out. It's coming out again.
Nintendo Switch
Soon.
2 edition.
I also blame my 10 p.m. brain for that.
Look, I got a good night's sleep, and it is almost 12 p.m. and I'm not doing any better, so,
It's true, it does.
DBZ has the longest 10 minutes in anime history. One Piece has the most recapped 10 minutes in anime history.
Yeah, it's amazing how much shorter One Piece would be if you just cut out all the recap episodes. You lose like 30 episodes.
How many times would you like to see Robin say she wants to live?
Ruby snacks.
Yes. Yes.
Also, like, I know some of the recaps and stuff are obnoxious in later One Piece. I'm going to tell you, early One Piece isn't that much better. There are definitely,
Also true.
there are some episodes that are like, they start 5 minutes in, and those are 1.5-minute openings, so I'm like, okay.
There I go. Right. Wahoo!
Okay. Conveyors, Chibums.
Whippy!
I think there was only one old game from like the PS1 era that I actually decided to devote the time to 100%ing. Back when, you know, I was a kid and I had infinite free time where you could do that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember exactly, you know, the tagline because it was a Rugrats game. So you can imagine there were probably a few on the PS1.
Rugrats game. 100% the Rugrats game. What did this Rugrats game involve?
So, kind of everything. It was like an everything game.
It was one of those.
Yeah, so the premise of the game was you were at a studio.
Uh-huh.
And each like studio had like obviously a different set, and then you were doing different things at different sets. So it's like one set was this is all racing stuff. Another one, this is like a classic like 3D, you know, platformer. I don't remember like some of the other ones, but you get the gist of it. Of like you had a separate gimmick for each like zone that was a different set. So it's like there was like one set that was all sci-fi, and you were doing like a separate gimmick for that. You had a pirate level, and all the levels were pirate themed. You had the racetrack one, which had obviously different racetracks depending on a thing, but obviously the theme and the gimmick was just racing. And so obviously in a game similar to this, it's like you had like I think you were collecting Reptar bars.
Was it Rugrats Studio Tour?
Yes, that's what it was.
Okay. Shout out to Beareth for that one.
Yes, thank you.
Reptar. As someone who has never watched Rugrats, really, is that the local snack?
Yes, that is the snack. They're legally distinct Godzilla.
You know what? Checks out. With the name like Reptar.
Yeah.
Nope.
So I wouldn't be too surprised if the bar was actually like pretty good. So it's like a chocolate bar and like it had like a gooey center. So I don't know what the gooey center would taste like, but it was like green.
I mean, with it being green, it could just be green caramel or something.
Yeah. So I would imagine it would probably be like a Cadbury egg, which is pretty good.
Stu Pickles is legally distinct Spike Spiegel. Yeah, they did the picture everyone uses to compare them, like for the meme, has been edited though, but still, like I can see it.
Yeah, but the reason why I 100%ed it, I don't know how I figured it out, if like the game tells you or not, but there was like a secret like last level, or like I think there might have been like a hidden level at the end of each set. So if you 100%ed, you know, the set for all of its other previous levels, you would get a hidden extra thing, and then you could 100% that. So I was like crazy with my infinite free time of like gathering every single collectible and doing every little thing.
You had to know what this secret thing was.
Yeah, I had to know.
And this was before everything was on the internet, so...
Yep.
I mean, it was probably on the internet, but, like, you know...
Well, that I think that was also back when I didn't have, like, internet access, too. And it might have also been before the internet was, you know, really poppin', I guess, for lack of a better term, of actually, you know, small forums and stuff.
I never got into forums. I missed that. Thanks for the affiliate anniversary.
Well,
Hey,
yes, thank you.
Thanks for the follow, friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, made it.
And enjoy Comfy Day. Or just vibing.
I think the craziest thing that I ever 100%ed just because I could was Kingdom Hearts 2 on the PS2. I tried Kingdom Hearts 1, but there was like the one trinity that if you didn't get it before beating Oogie Boogie, you couldn't get it anymore. So I didn't get that. But personally, I count it because I got everything else. But at the time, I did not know about it. But my favorite story from 100%ing comes from the PS2 version of KH2. Because I platinumed it on the HD collection, and it wasn't that as hard. I think it was just higher FPS made it easier. So in Twilight Zone, you have the little poster minigame. You know, you can go around town putting up posters, and it's like, hey, can you, like, you know, put up all these posters as fast as you can, and the journal wants you to do it in under 30 seconds. Well, I tried for a bit, was struggling, was getting pretty close, but couldn't quite do it, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting frustrated, should take a break. And I start to, like, put the controller down, and I'm like, you know what? One more try. I still probably had the save file. 29.96 seconds was my final time for that run, which counted.
Also, looking up images for studio tour, I'm already just immediately getting like flashbang, like the Akira meme.
You 100%ed Dissidia at Final Fantasy on PSP. My hat's off to you. Whatever pronouns you prefer, hats off to you. Because that is a grind. I want to do the retro achievements for it.
Scooby!
I like playing this.
Right, so the pirate set was golf, you were playing mini golf. And I think the hidden level was the explorer mode thing of just like a classic third-person platformer stuff. And the farm one, you had to like pick up chicks and like move them to like their supposed like sorting spot or whatever.
Oh, chickens. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
chimpkins.
Sorry, I did the pickup girls section in Persona 3 Reload last night. I also get very much into. Yeah, they could. They could. Chunkins.
Chunkins. Oh. That's what I call my fat chocobos.
Oh. Okay, well, I tried to make it work and it didn't.
Oh, damn.
Where I roam.
I will say the one thing that one of the retro achievement set has that annoys me, with Dissidia, is I believe the second duodecim, you have the DLC for Prologus, which also includes Aerith as a character, and there's an achievement for getting a save file with that to work. But none of the other achievements will let you use that save file. So I sit there and go like, what's the point of putting that in as an achievement if I can't use the save file that I worked so hard for? I may be misremembering, but I know you can't, like, carry over stuff. Because that's what I did with my hard copy of Dissidia Duodecim. Was I transfer everything over and it's like, here, you should do story mode. I'm like, okay, I said with my level 100 everything.
I think most of us started our weeb arc after being on forums or just online, period.
I have a very weird way of starting my weeb arc. So in middle school, I got into a group of friends that they were already really into like games and anime, and I had not been. Like, I played a couple of games. At the time, I did not really know what anime was, and I did not find out technically what the distinction was until way later. But they're like, I don't remember what it was that they started me with, but basically, she would come in, and she had hard copies of Black Butler. So she would just hand them to me and say, you should read this. Or like whatever other one, because I think Fruits Basket was another. And because I was in my arc of, I know all this stuff, I don't really need to pay attention to class, I would read it. I'd give it back to her by lunch. And that's how I really got started into stuff. And I didn't really get started into stuff until high school.
Mhm.
And then like my friend there was like, made the distinction of like, yeah, technically anime is just 2D animation from Japan. So like, and all these shows you've watched as like a kid, you know, like Beyblade, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, it's like, that's all technically anime. I'm like, oh, I've been watching anime forever.
Yippee!
And then like further realization later of, oh yeah, Power Rangers is just Sentais, so that's, you know, just live action anime. I shall use him, him, if that is okay. Ran straight into the fish.
I go by hear ye, hear ye.
Can I make it?
Rummy.
Okay, well I made that somehow.
You made something.
Scooby. Wahoo. Whoa.
I have to come back here with the umbrella, I think.
It's a warp.
I don't think I can charge onto this one, but we'll try. Nope.
Nope.
Hee hee.
I
I think my favorite is there's a few of them that I like, but was Jack Frost. My pronouns are he ho.
Hee-ho.
My
Hey, you're no longer capped. Congratulations.
Yay! My favorite joke recently I've seen though, and this is for the computer people, is Firefox recently announced that they have a new mascot.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, yeah, they're non-binary. They use they them pronouns. And someone on the tweet goes, "How the fuck is it supposed to run if it's non-binary?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's good. There's a lot of good pronoun jokes and stuff like that. I'm always here for a good one. There's obviously plenty of bad ones, but you know, we don't talk about those.
Yeah.
Not in this context, anyway.
Yeah.
I should grab that.
Wahoo.
It's very
Gotta
clever.
love those booties teleporting onto his feeties.
And off his feet.
They're self-awning boots. Self-donning boots.
Self-dawn.
Self-doff.
Do you think any Scooby Doo speedruns are open? And so I'm here. I would not be opposed to speedrunning this game at some point. I know we had someone earlier, offhand, I don't remember the name. Hively26, I think either was speedran this game or just knows the speedrun tech. You are still here. I guess it's a good chance to ask, do you speedrun or just know the tech? I think the only person I know... Was it Jaxler who did the run at GDQ? I don't remember. Jaxler does so much stuff, which, good for him, it just makes it hard to remember which runs are which. I was like, did you do this or were you just on the couch for it? I don't remember. My memory sucks.
It's true.
Isaac has borne first-hand witness to how bad my memory is. Shoutouts to the Log Horizon pinned message.
Yeah, I was gonna say the 3 to 5 year pin message of "I love Log Horizon." Don't forget it because it's in the pins.
Is it still there?
I believe so.
Good. It needs to stay there. I'm pretty sure they've run the game. I just don't remember if they did the one at GDQ or we're just on the couch. But anyway, there was just a period of time. I don't remember what the course of the period was, but I asked you, have you watched Log Horizon like 5 times? And you finally just wrote it in a message and pinned it in our DMs and was just like, there you go.
That is your legacy. You will never escape.
I think it's hilarious.
So I think it came up like once every like 3 or 4 months.
No, unironically though, when you posted that message, I have not forgotten it since. I have not needed to look at the pinned message to see if you have or not. Speedrun for the game is kind of interesting. Some new tech is being debated. Ooh, you love new tech.
Nice. We love new tech.
It's an interesting situation. Oh boy, is it like major glitch?
Is it fire red, leaf green levels of speedrun chicanery?
Have we discovered arbitrary code execution in Scooby Doo Night of 100 Fights for the PS2?
Are we having a Charmander versus Squirtle?
It's definitely big. Oh, I'd love to see it. We've been looking for Ace. Ah, it tells me it's not it. I didn't think it was, but I was kind of hoping for it. There's potential for it? Yes! I love seeing Ace. It's fun.
Ruby snacks.
Will I 100% this? Probably. You know what? Yeah, I think I will. It's not a hard game to 100%. Alright, sure game. Sure. I got PS2. Yeah, no. I think, we're at a really good stopping point in Baldur's Gate 3 that we can take the time and just 100% this.
Yeah.
Because we just started Act 2, so we're not, like, in the middle of anything. The boxes are notoriously bad. It's like the only area I know that is just like, you gotta play real careful.
And I still have my personal playthrough that I have, so I'm good.
Yeah, you can still keep playing on your own. I've experienced how bad they are casually. Oh, okay. I don't think I can make it up there anyway. Oh, never mind. I lied.
A monster token.
I didn't think you could do that.
You did it.
I didn't think you could double jump up here.
Well, now you do.
Yeah, you're definitely not supposed to do that. You're supposed to, like, soap bubble or bubblegum the witch and jump up that way.
Oh. Huh.
I've broken this game a couple times. Not, like, majorly, but I've done a few things in my time.
Takes a drag of cigarette.
Yeah, like earlier, the hedge maze jumping on the spider web. Really finicky, but you can do it.
Ruby snacks.
I love sequence breaking platformers. It's fun. When it comes to RPGs, I have a very specific way I like to break it. One moment. Oh, it's just killing me. My peculiarities with breaking RPGs is why I wasn't a huge fan of Expedition 33's gameplay. What game do you think you should 100%? That's a toughie. Like right now, I'm trying to platinum Persona 3 Reload. I'm on my new Game Plus run for that. Oh, I need to go over here and get this before I forget.
It's a warp gate.
Whatever speaks to your heart.
Quick games. You want to play something which you're in your last year of school? Jeez, that's even tougher. I don't play a lot of short games.
Yeah, you really don't.
I really don't. Hold on. What do we got? Problem is, a lot of the older games I have not played in like a large amount of time.
Edge, but no.
Edge, indeed, no. It's like, I have Bionicle Heroes on the DS, and that was not fun 100%, but I don't think it was fast. Yeah, I'll give you the longest game I have, Dragon Quest IX. And without cheats, that is a long game. I did see somebody on Twitter for Dragon Quest IX had like, I don't remember, it was like 4,000 hours on it, and they had like capped out a bunch of the stats on the battle record screen. Yeah, and I haven't said anything in regards to an answer. To be honest, any Lego game is probably pretty decently fast. Might still be like 40 hours, but...
Rummy.
Got any old games that are good to 100%? Isaac?
Not really.
I'm trying to think. You know what? Hold on.
Because there's too many of these, older game, like even older games. I didn't 100%. I just kind of played it once, maybe twice.
Hold on. I'm gonna go away from the microphone for a second. Open my game case. All right, what do I got in here? I got Shark Tale.
Please, Rona, come back. I'm not a nobody. I'm a wiener.
I can see it so clearly with like the ketchup flying off into the water. That's like a vivid core memory. I'm looking at my games list. Look up. I've got Bionicle. I don't know how 100%able that is. Yeah, hold on. What is this?
Welcome back from the ad break.
You know what? Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue for the Game Boy Color or Power Rangers Time Force for the PS1 are not too bad to 100%. They do not take that long. But anyway, so here's the GBA game I have. Crash Bandicoot: The Huge Adventure. And I talked to some people who play Crash, and they've never heard of that game. But I have it, and I've played it. It's my copy of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate for the 3DS that I put like 2 seconds into because I hate how it controls.
Yeah. Checks out.
Legitimately though, like if you like Crash Bandicoot, the GBA game's really fun. I liked it a lot. I set that there and stub my foot on it later.
Like trying to play like 3 Ultimate or 4 Ultimate on an emulator, way better.
Yeah, because you can move the you can attach the nub to like the right stick.
Rummy.
Yeah. Glorious days of old ass jank for Monster Hunter.
Shoutouts to God's Eater Burst on the PSP. Did you want to move the camera? Face that direction with the left stick and then press L to center the camera, and that was it. That was the only way you could move the camera.
Ruby snacks.
Claw. I was gonna get you.
Basically guessing where the snacks were. I still need to finish Resurrection.
We started a playthrough and then
We fell
stopped.
off. I don't know why we fell off.
I think because you wanted to do something else. That was also like 2 years ago.
Yeah, we'd have to start over again.
Yep.
One day we'll get God Eater 4. We'll get it after Code
Someday.
Vein 3.
Ruby snacks.
Yeah, but I think a fun, well, potentially fun old game to 100%. It's not like super old, but Asura's Wrath, I think, is a fun one to 100%. It's relatively short enough.
It's on PS3 though.
Yeah,
God
it's
Eater
true.
was Bandai. Monster Hunter is Capcom.
Yeah.
Ruby snacks.
Yeah, but the Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue for the Game Boy Color was pretty fast. Like you could honestly crank that out in a weekend. And then Time Force, I think you could also, for the PS1, you could also crank out in a weekend. Pretty fun.
Mhm.
Time Force on the PS1's a little bit jank, but you know that kind of comes with the territory of PS1.
I only played the GBA one.
I like the GBA one; it's fun. I did a couple speedruns of that version. It's kind of boring because you just get the Quantum Ranger and just steamroll everything.
Yeah.
I think on most levels.
Ruby snacks.
Nothing beats a ground pound.
I'm just gonna sit here.
Yeah,
So, how's it going?
just chilling.
Oh, okay.
You fool. You fell for the classic blunder.
It's supposed to give it sound effects, but it did not. So I was like, Yeah, that one. You can kind of hear it. It's like creaking sound.
Borgar.
A bear power up. No, I didn't pick it up. Burger.
Borgar.
I think a game that would also be really fun to yap over if it ever comes to Steam, or if I ever decide HIO is worth it to get started on, is Voices of the Void.
Mhm.
Can't go up there yet. Oh, I just reminded of like a really evil Scooby snack. So in the next area, you go down that way, I think. You have like a little moat surrounding, like, there's like a little, like, you know, like ankle-high wall, and a little moat, and then like a platform that's raised in the middle. And obviously, you know, you can't turn the camera in this. So you come in, you can see that behind that platform in the middle, really close to the kill plane for the water, is a Scooby Stack box.
Funny.
That you can't see. You just have to know it's there. I doubt I can get to the next boss before the stream ends. But I think we can certainly try. I think definitely on Sunday we'll be able to finish this, especially if I, you know, die a lot.
Yeah.
You know what? That's definitely what I intended to do, but, you know. Definitely intended to run past him. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to work from here. Because I know where we need to go. Yeah, this game has you backtracking through each area and would like hope you remember where stuff, you know, is.
Yep.
Which I think is good. I think it's really like it's linearly non-linear.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have a set path that you need to go, but you're not just complete area 1, complete area 2, complete area 3. Like,
That's why with this one simple trick, you clip into the groundskeeper at the beginning of the game.
and it sends you to the final boss.
Yeah.
But you have to look under the truck, chew bubble gum for 5 minutes, and
But I'm all out of gum.
someone did apparently in Pokopia made the meal under the truck meme.
Yeah.
So they had like a truck, and then underneath it was like a passage that went underground to a room where Mew was living. And I'm like, that's so clever.
Yep.
I love all the things people are doing with Pokopia.
Rummy.
Like, I definitely have like a little bit of the creative energy for builder games like that, but I do not hold a candle to a lot of people. And at a certain point in my life, I was very jealous of that. And now I just have kind of accepted that, like, yeah, some people are just better at that than I am.
Yeah.
So
Which a lot of other people also learned that
Yeah.
with Pokopia's release.
Yeah, it's a hard lesson to learn for some people. Myself being one of those people. So, but now it's just shifted to, I just want to see the fun things that people make. Like, what was it? Was it like the F-Zero theme that somebody made?
Yeah.
On like,
It's Big Blue.
yeah, on the minecart track is there all the musical instruments were going. I'm like, that's a level of time and dedication that I can only dream of.
Yep. The amount of times you would have to ride that track to find out, okay, is this the right tone? Is this the right tone?
Is this the right
that
placement?
The right note? Yeah.
Do I need to move this one block forward?
Yep.
I just, you know what?
Yep.
To all the people who do that stuff, just respect.
Respect.
Go nuts on those games. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I enjoy your work.
Yep.
My claim to fame is restoring the castle in Dragon Quest Builders 2 and furnishing it, only to discover after I was done that it was not symmetrical. With OGFF Type 0. I think that's on a PS3, so... If that's on PS3, our PCS3 has their own achievements for that. And it's just whatever the trophies were, so... Give me that cake. Use redstone to make a working gameplay in Minecraft and loaded Pokemon Red. Jeez.
Yeah, I think there was someone who made like a working calculator in Pokopia.
That's insane.
Right? And now they just need to figure out how to load Doom.
That's true. Can I play Doom in Pokopia? I knew you could play Doom in Minecraft.
Yeah.
You can also play Doom on like 1,000 crabs.
It's true. That will always be the world's greatest tech joke, but can it run Doom? They have E. coli rendering Doom? Whoa.
Literal disease runs Doom. Alright, here's my next sequence break. Maybe intended, but I don't think it is.
All right, Doom, am I pregnant? Am I purgante?
I don't even know what this
Doom
thing
guy.
does.
Am I purgante?
Perganonant.
Purganonant.
Yeah, I don't think I can do the other... Yeah, because I can't get down there, I can't do the other one. I might have tested a more advanced vanilla one. Yeah, you kind of need a little bit of, you know, advanced tech. Give me that burger.
Rummy.
Gar.
Ruby snacks.
We might get to my... No, I don't think we're gonna get to the level that I don't particularly like doing. I don't like this level either, but I have different reasons for this. They have Doom running on the left side of a Bluetooth earbud. How oddly specific. Can I get it running on the right one? Can I play two-player Doom with my earbuds? Or is the right one the controller?
Right. Crab.
That is another thing that will never cease to amaze me, is like, I've turned this collection of bananas into a controller to play a video game with.
Yeah.
Ruby snacks.
Or like I wonder if they're still doing it, the guy who was making different controllers for 14 to play the different classes with, like using the dual disc to play Astrologian.
Yeah.
Bluetooth controller and says the visuals to a networked monitor. I think they can step it up a notch. Use the other earbud. Some of them probably have enough functions to cover the buttons.
Right. Ruby snacks.
Oh, jeez.
Right. Crab. Right.
All right, now here's the real question: have they gotten Doom to run Doom again? Can I run Doom inside of Doom?
Ruby snacks.
I know somebody's tried it.
Probably.
Right. Crab.
I feel like there's no device that I could think of that is so crazy that people wouldn't have already tried to run Doom on.
Right.
Oh no! Okay, okay. Nailed it. An electric scale. It's true. No longer cats, yay! Beat you to it.
Yay!
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to the level I don't like doing.
Good.
Good. Save it for Sunday. Anyway, here's another little sequence break you can do if you. Not really hard to do, but definitely probably not the way they intend you to get that monster token. Alright. They might have. They might have intended. Or foreseen that you could do this. I don't know if this works on them. Sweet, it does. There we go. Alright, now I get the keys. We can't go up that because we don't have the plungers to walk up with. Scooper stack. There we go.
Ruby snacks. Ruh-roh, the gargoyle.
Isaac, I've got bad news. I fell asleep.
Why would you do this? Sit like a normal person.
No! I have to
Conform to society.
I have to sit like L from Death Note, otherwise my weep status has no meaning. Real talk, I could never sit like L from Death Note, because like however they make like rolly chairs, if I ever like have my feet off the floor and I don't move the chair at all, it just kind of turns to the left a little bit.
Ruh-roh, the gargoyle.
You know what I mean? It just kind of, you just kind of pick your feet and
Yeah.
it just turns. I'm like, okay, I guess.
Right? Right?
Let's do the tractor thing again before we can get back on track.
Rummy.
Yeah, I think it's faster. Oh, hold on, we can do this. Chicken.
Cool. A monster token. Right?
Be back.
I'm glad Mega Aggron is getting some use in Champions, if it's not a ton.
Okay, Shaggy. Wahoo!
Was it just not good before?
Technically,
Jump, Scoob!
it's like obviously because Aggron's like typing of like Rock Steel isn't fantastic, and I think it's just also kind of due to, just obviously the power creep over the years too.
Yeah.
That's like there's so many good special Pokemon now. Or Pokemon that have like really good physical stats that just like, yeah, who cares if you're like stupidly physically bulky? You still die. But because of like how many, physical Pokemon there are that are commonly used, even if it's like super effective hits, Aggron's still able to at least like tank a hit or two. And, current champions chicanery. So it's like, that's neat.
Good for him.
Yep.
Come on, Scoob, let's get going.
So I think it's a cool mega. It's just, again, the shame of just, man, it sucks that you can't, like, live more than, like, one turn. It's like you can't use your bulk.
Yes, fun.
No.
I'm blanking on where to go. Can I go this way? Is this the way to go? This might be the way to go.
Wow, now you're super uncapped.
Yeah, I've got room. Yeah, this rope. There's a... Yeah, you can't even see it if you get, like, really close. Yeah, you saw it right before I had died.
I can't do the Minecraft eat sound. My mic doesn't pick it up.
Yeah, I can do this area now. Sweet. I'm just gonna pick up the snacks later.
Yeah.
We need to get to a safe spot. Or a save spot. Jeez. Hi, buddy.
Ruby snacks. Frodo, it's a Rummy. Rummy. Right?
Mastermind locked me in here, dude. I could really use your help getting out. Thanks for freeing me. Now we can get the key in the corridor so we can get out of here.
Why didn't I think of that? Just busting down the door. I mean, clearly he probably had the capability. He was just too hungry.
Rummy.
Then we just go this way.
The feeling when hungry.
But are you quick hungry or long hungry?
Always the question.
Right. It's the headless specter. Right.
That is honestly how I look at my fridge and like freezer sometimes. Of like, I don't want to spend like 15 minutes making food.
For real.
And hell, even something that is just like, okay, you know, just like throw this in the microwave for like 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
it's not
I want
ready
it now,
now.
though. I want food to throw into my mouth now.
I've told you this before. I'm really bad with my eating habits, where I will just go like, no, I don't want to get up and eat. I'm not that hungry. And then I'll just be like, okay, I'm starving. I need food now. What do you mean I have to wait 5 minutes for this to cook? I'm starving.
Yes, I have to. I'm hungry.
I am that ADHD meme. Clearly I'm hungry. I'm shaking.
Oh, looks like it's time to eat. Stomach growling, making noises. Looks like it's time to eat. I should go up and do that.
It truly is. And then sometimes you call out me specifically, like with quick hungry versus long hungry. Alright, so we're gonna end slightly early. On Sunday at 3 p.m. Central, we'll be back with more of this. Tuesday, we would normally stream. However, I have one of my finals at 10:30, and my streams normally start at 10, so I can't really do that.
Yep.
So Sunday at 3 p.m. Central, and then next Thursday at 10 a.m. Central, we'll be doing more of this. Hopefully, I will have Platinum's Persona 3 Reload by then, and I will have my PS5 being worked on to look at the Wi-Fi card, and really hope it's the Wi-Fi card that needs to be replaced, and not something else that I can't control. Really hope so. But
Thanks for helping us yap. Thanks for your lurks on both YouTube and Twitch.
yeah,
If you want to see some of our memes that we post, join the Discord, or also updates. Join the Discord. It's down below.
on YouTube, it's on the channel page. And then don't forget to vote in the poll. All of these retro games, we can yap more, so if you want to hear us yap more, go vote.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks for hanging out, friends.